How's it going, guys? It's SRC Madman and HRG Mad Girl, and welcome back to Marble Blast Summer Fun 2025. This is part 11. So, before we get on to the levels, we're going to get to the results of yesterday's question. So the question asked, how often do we increase the points in Marble Blast Summer Fun? Well, the question actually refers to how often we increase the scores points earned during suggestions. So yeah. However, everyone answered that in the first episode I gave them 100 points, in the second episode I gave them 200 points. But no, that's not what, and etc. But no, that's not what the question refers to. It doesn't refer to how, because that's how many points I give you for the questions. I wasn't talking about the points for the questions. I was talking about the points in general, specifically the points for the suggestions. So the correct answer is actually every 4 days, because in the first day because in the first 4 days the minimum amount of points was 100 and the maximum was 200. Then from episodes 5 to 8 it was the least amount of points was 300 and the most was 600. And then from episode 9 to now it's 500 is the minimum and 1000 the maximum. So yeah, it was actually referring to the points earned for the suggestions, not for the questions. So yeah, it was referring to the points earned for the suggestions, not for the answers to the questions. So yeah, so the correct answer is actually every 4 days. We increase the scores earned for suggestions every 4 days. So yeah, because then if you notice in episode 5 we multiplied them by 3, and then in episode 9 we multiplied it by 5, which is times 5. So that's what it refers to. I know I never made it clear that it was referring to the points earned for the suggestions, but I did not think that you guys would think about the points for the questions. So yeah, so no one answered correctly. The correct answer was actually every 4 days. We increase the points earned for the suggestions. We increase the points earned for the suggestions every 4 days, and no one answered correctly. So I gave no one the 1000 points. Since no one answered correctly, no one's getting the 1000 points, unfortunately. So yeah, the correct answer was every 4 days. So yeah, too bad. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with today's suggestions. So we're going to play a few more suggestions from part 4, and let's actually get started with the first one. The first level is called Press Garden. Rainforest. That is the first level. Suggested by Diana. 4-season circuit. If it exists. Alright, so now really for real this time, the first level is called Lumberjack. And this one should actually exist, since this was suggested by Valdez and not by Diana. So yeah, Diana, I suggest you suggest levels that actually exist on here. Maybe if we keep changing games between Marble Blast Platinum and Platinum Quest, maybe suggest a level that exists in both games, please, if you want points. Suggest levels that actually exist on here too. So yeah, finally, this is the first level and it actually exists. Finally. Cut down trees. Oh my god. 105 gems? Hold on. How do you expect me to get those gems? That's not possible. It doesn't even give me a power up. How do you expect me to get the gems on the trees? Wall hits. That's gonna be kind of tricky. This is the first level that actually works, but it's tricky. You really okay, wait, there's a super jump. I can use that. But it's this one I have to go here every time. Man, this level's kind of a mess. Okay, got a jump boost. One at a time. Are you serious? Right, for the gems that I can get without it, I'm gonna get them without the super jump. Get this amethyst if I can. Okay, and now I need the super jump for this. Oh my gosh, am I seriously gonna have to? And it's 105 gems. How do you expect me to get them? Is there a point where I like switch gravity? I'm gonna look for a gravity modifier. Because how do you expect me to do this all? How? Is this level even beatable? Hold on, I go on the trees from here. Wait. This does not look beatable. This is more than just hard. It doesn't look like a beatable level. So yeah, this suggestion by Valdez is actually a little older, so... But now, I think if they lose points, it doesn't even matter at this point, since they're actually doing well on the scoreboard. They're actually like in the top 4, I think. So, I think losing 500 points wouldn't really affect their score that much now. Yeah, how do you expect me to do this? Is this possible? How do you expect me to do this? Suggest levels that are actually beatable. I think they should know this by now. Did anyone complete this? No one completed this. Yeah. I'm sorry. But how exactly am I supposed to cut down the trees? Yeah, this is not possible. How do you expect me to get those gems in the air? This is literally not beatable. Like, at all. No one can beat this. No one completed this. And no one will ever complete this. It looks like. Literally, no one completed this on the online leaderboard. This is literally impossible. Literally. This level's literally unbeatable. How do you get those gems in the air? How do you expect me to get them? And why suggest this? So yeah, this suggestion is a little older, but they already knew it in part 18 of season 3, didn't they? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be able to beat a level. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to take away 500 points from you. Alright, so I just took away 500 points from Valdez for suggesting this unbeatable level. Really, how do you get those gems in the air? I'm sorry. So yeah, I just took away 500 points from Valdez, yeah, because as the series goes on, just like the bonus points get as the season goes on, just like the bonus points increase and increase, so do the malice points. So yeah, just like you earn more points. So yeah, as the series goes on, just like how you earn more points. So yeah, as the series goes on, just like how you earn more and more points, you're also gonna lose more and more points if you suggest a level that's unbeatable. So yeah, I'm sorry, so I just took 500 points from Valdez for this unbeatable level. So yeah, but that doesn't really affect their position. They're still doing quite well on the scoreboard. They didn't fall that far behind. And now we're gonna get to the levels of the triple suggestion. So now, and they're already bonus levels. It's more the bonus levels than the actual levels. We're gonna play. The second level is called One More Ascent. One More Ascent. Okay, it's the only one, right? Yup. All right. So yeah, this triple suggestion was suggested by Francis User. Alright, qualified time of 40 seconds. Ascent, alright. AKA Bowser in the Dark World Part 1. Okay, this looks like a cool level so far. It does not look hard. Actually go for this time travel. Or time modifier, it's called. It's called a time modifier. No, come on. Oh, I didn't get the time modifier. Oh wait, the finish is right there, so this shouldn't be a hard level. This shouldn't be a hard level. There's actually, there seems to be an invisible block there. Then there's this fan. No, come on. Shouldn't actually throw me off the course. Okay, I got the gem. Diamond. It would also have the color of the diamond. Right. That was the only fan, right? Okay, there should be an invisible floor here. A coal mesh floor. I felt it down there. Okay. Alright, this part should be self-explanatory. Alright, and I made it. So this was actually a cool level, especially with the coal mesh. I think this deserves a pretty good amount of points. Alright, so I just gave Francis 875 points for this level because it was really cool. So I gave them 875 points. It was really cool. It had the coal mesh floor, it had its own interiors. It was a really cool level. The reason why I didn't give the full 1,000 is because maybe a level from maybe another game. If it looked like this, then I think it would have merited the full 1,000 points. So yeah. So I assume it's. I have given 1,000 points before, but the levels that deserve 1,000 points are levels that are like really good, that they deserve 1,000 points. Alright, now let's get on with the third level. The third level that we're going to play is called the Marble Room. That's the third level, the Marble Room. Okay. This seems to be the only one. Okay, and then there's the Marble Room Light, but it's suggested the normal one. Oh, it has a qualified time of 125. This is the level. This is the third level. Let's play it. Look for power-ups. Oh man, and it actually feels like we're in a room. Okay, it looks kind of cool so far. It doesn't have its own interiors, but it's kind of cool that we're in a room and all. Okay, do I need the speed booster to get up here? No, I didn't need it. Okay, so as long as this level's not hard, I think I'll give it a good amount of points. As long as it's not like hard or long. I guess it's not hard. I guess it kind of looks a little long. Oh wow. Okay. Alright, the finish is actually right there. Okay, it was really nothing much. I made it. Me too. Alright, I made it without dying. Alright, let's give the points for it now, shall we? Alright, so I just gave Francis 750 points for the level. Because, sure, it was cool being in a room, and the level wasn't even that hard. But at the same time, it's still the same boring interiors. It doesn't have its own interiors. And it kind of is pretty simple, so I'll give you exactly the halfway score, 750. That's the amount of points that I gave to you. So that was the third level. Now we still got one more level. The fourth and final level that we're going to play in this episode is called iPad. It's the only one. And yes, it's a level. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay. So this is the fourth and final level that we're going to play in this episode. Okay. I said because I wanted to skin the half. Didn't really end up doing, but that's fine. Alright, the finish is right there. It is also pretty short and simple. Oh, I overshot. I could have just slowed down. Okay, no. Alright, no, let's not try to rush. If I want to rush, at least I want to try to take shortcuts that actually look like I can take them. Alright, right to the finish this time. Bounce here. Don't overshoot. Yeah! I made it! Me too! Alright, so this level was actually pretty straightforward. I don't know why it's called iPad. It's just a level. Oh, it looks like all these 3 suggestions from this triple suggestion were all by J Palman. Alright. Well, one of them wasn't. One more Ascent wasn't. Alright, let's give the score now. Alright, so I just gave Francis another 750 points for the level that they suggested. And yeah. So yeah, because this level, it was pretty short, and it didn't have its own interiors. It's pretty simplistic, but it was still pretty fun to do. Maybe a level that's maybe a little more challenging maybe could get you more points, but of course don't do it too much. Don't make it too hard. So yeah, I think 750 points is all as the amount of points that this level merits, and that's the score I gave Francis. I just gave Francis for this level. So that's all 4 levels of this episode. So now let's reveal the scores. Yeah. Let's reveal the scores in 3, 2, 1, bam. So we have Francis Uzon in first with 8,400 points. Kyrgyz Mapping in second with 7,500 points. Miko in third with 4,100 points. Jehoswa Daniel Guzman Valdez in fourth with 3,225 points. Fuhaiki Edits in fifth with 2,575 points. Diana Pintado Quavito in sixth with 2,525 points. Nick Brad in seventh with 1,100 points. HRG Mad Girl in eighth with 900 points. Blue Sock in 9th with 825 points, and Ariana in 10th with 125 points, and Eduardo in 11th with 100 points. The total score is 31,375, and the average score is 2,852.27. So it looks like Valdez, despite the penalty that they got for that unbeatable level, is still in the top 4. So yeah, so despite the penalty that they got earlier, Valdez is still in the top 4. So yeah, you're lucky. Despite me taking 500 points away from Valdez, they're still in 4th place. They're still doing quite well. So yeah, it looks like Francis Uzon and Kyrgyz Mapping are the ones with the most points still, with scores above 5,000 and everything. Everyone else has scores below 5,000. And then yeah, but other than that, the only people that actually got points in this, the only people whose score was actually affected in this video were Valdez and Francis. So yeah, but it looks like Blue Sock, who used to create levels of their own, is actually falling behind, as they're in 3rd to last. Maybe create levels, Blue Sock, and maybe suggest them, or at least suggest them, and try to answer questions too. So that's the score. So yeah, and as always, to the people who have a score below average, make sure to try to improve by maybe answering questions correctly and suggesting levels that are doable and with the right difficulty. So, alright, so that's it, and so now there's going to be the question at the end of the video. Hopefully, this time you'll actually answer correctly, because in the last with yesterday's question, no one answered, with that last episode's question, no one answered correctly, and so no one got the 1,000 points, but hopefully this time, you'll get the points for the next question if you answer correctly. So yeah, try your best to answer correctly if you want the, points. So yeah, so now let's just end the video. But there you have it, guys. That was Marble Blast Summer Fun 2025 Part 11. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to get notified of the latest videos. And hit the like button on this video. Bye! Anyway, guys, this is the video. I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Peace out!